Hi, 10th grade. We are going to be talking about pronouns, and you should know all of these things, so this should be a short review for you. You know that the definition of a pronoun is loosely a word that takes the place of a noun. Now, there are some that don't take the place of a noun, but we'll get into that later. So there are four things that we need to think about in terms of pronouns. Four ways that we can divide them into categories: by gender, by case, by person, and by number. Gender just means male, female, or neuter. Neuter is only, in English, is only used for things or possibly groups of people, maybe animals, ideas, but not, we don't use male and female for things unless possibly we're talking about a ship, or in some kind of almost joking way talking about our car or something like that. But most of the time male and female is reserved for either people or maybe animals when we're talking specifically about a female animal or a male animal. And so I have little examples for all these things in blue. Him and he, those are male. She and her, those are female. Those are not the only ones, but neuter, it and they are neuter. Then we have also number. And number just means, is the noun we're talking about singular or plural? So for example, she and everyone, both of those are singular pronouns. And plural, both is a plural pronoun, and it, I put it. What did I write there? Us. Sorry, I can't find my good blue marker, so it's hard to read it. But she and everyone are singular and plural. Both and us are plural. Of course, there are others. I'm just giving examples. Person, we know person has to do with who is being spoken to or who's speaking. So first person is the person speaking, so I will say I or me, or maybe it's the person speaking and some other people with that person. So all of us, okay, for example, that's still first person because it includes the speaker. Second person is anything to do with you. You, your, yourself, yourselves, yours, all of those are second person, and it's who is being spoken to, okay? And if I say to my computer, why are you not working right today? It's still second person even though it's a thing. So third person has to do with something besides the speaker and who's spoken to. So for example, he is not, I'm not he, you're not he, he is some other guy, or she or them or it, okay, all of those are third person. And then we have case. There are three cases that I want you to know. One is nominative, another is objective, and another is possessive. Nominative case, as you know, I believe, is used for the subject of a verb. So, for example, you rock. The word you is the subject of the verb rock, okay? Even if I tell you to do something and the subject is understood, so for example, go over there, the subject of that is you, even though it's not there. But we're talking about forms, okay? So whenever I use the word, for example, he, it either has to be the subject of a verb or a predicate nominative. This is he. I know it sounds a little strange to some of you to use the nominative form like that, but this is actually correct, the correct way to do it. Long time ago, somebody, not I, decided that the nominative would be used there. So when, you know, the TV show that's This Is Us, it's grammatically incorrect. Now, We usually talk like that, which can be confusing for those of you who are trying to really learn English well. But the predicate nominative takes the non-nominative case of pronouns. So this is I, this is she, this is he, this is we. Okay? That's when you're using linking verbs. Okay? And then, let's see, the objective, let's do this next. The objective is for the direct object of a verb. For example, kick it. It is the object of the verb kick. Indirect object, sing me a song. So me is the indirect object because it's not receiving the action of singing, it's receiving the song, the direct object. And then the object of a preposition on top of them. So put candles on top of them. So talking about muebles. But anyway, them is taking the objective form because it's the object of the preposition. You wouldn't say on top of they, for example, because they is a nominative. Okay? And then the other case is possessive. Possessive is the one that shows ownership or possession of something or someone. So there are two kinds of possessives. One is the adjective and the other is the noun. The adjective is much more common, usually precedes the noun. So, in fact, it's going to precede the noun, whether it's a regular noun or a gerund. Okay, so our breakfast was at 6 o'clock, so the breakfast belongs to us. So I'm using the possessive case to show that belonging. Okay, so we would never say the breakfast of us was at 6 o'clock. That we don't talk like that. We always use the possessive case of the pronoun. And then it also can precede a gerund. And it's really another kind of noun. The gerund is simply a verb with ing that's acting like a noun. And so your singing is good. We have the possessive case in the adjective form. Your singing is good. It's not yours singing is good. It's not you singing is good. It's not the singing of you is good. Okay? It's your singing is good. And then in the place of a noun, the flowers are yours. And so it changes in the form a little bit when we're using the possessive case in the form of in the position of a noun. So the flowers are yours, the flowers are mine, the flowers are his. Okay. Hopefully this helps you. And as you go through the workbook pages, please pay attention to the instructions and examples on top of the pages. We will be going we will have a meeting, hopefully, on Thursday. I'm sitting here on Tuesday, and I know you're going to be watching this tomorrow, not today. But anyway, hopefully we'll be having a meeting on Thursday, and I will go specifically through the pages like I usually do to show you exactly what to do, and that will be perfectly clear. So, happy writing, happy working, happy day.